Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z.
And I'm Keith.
And we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show. Water.
Soap.
What's that face?
I wanted to start this by quoting something.
Okay.
And I don't remember what it is.
Oh.
I forgot.
What was it, a trivia?
I don't remember what it was. It was like either something from the featurette that we watched or something. I don't know. I was going to like quiz you and be like, did you know? Whatever. And to piss you off. But I'm like, I don't want to know what the fuck.
It's about a dunking genie.
What a movie. Yeah. Keith liked it a lot.
I did enjoy it a lot more than I expected to.
Yeah.
Boy, are there plot points, which I did not expect.
I know, yeah. Well,
elaborate.
Okay, things I didn't know about it going in. Futurism, didn't know that. I didn't know it was a futuristic movie.
Yeah, I didn't really know anything.
I didn't know there was some sci-fi involved in it. Didn't know that. I didn't know that it was going to involve any... I literally thought it was just going to be a girl riding around on a bicycle with her tits out.
A bicycle.
Yeah, that's what... Whatever.
Doing a paper route or something?
Motorbike? I don't know. What do you call it?
Motorcycle?
Same difference.
A
bike.
Judges?
A bike. Okay, whatever. What did you say?
Judges?
Judges. Oh.
Yeah, and I didn't know anybody. I didn't know that I was going to know anybody else in it. Didn't know we had a Clint Howard.
Yeah, Clint. I can't believe girls pee out. You're Clint.
Y'all,
girls just pee out your Clint. Someone should do that. Someone should Photoshop his face onto a clitoris.
A clitoris? I'm sure he'd be down.
He has such long teeth, you know?
Yeah. I enjoy how little he looks like his brother.
I know. He has long teeth and a long forehead. It goes all the way back.
I said it seemed like you didn't agree, but to me he looked like he was wearing prosthetics in this movie, even though he wasn't.
I don't think he.
What I'm saying
like
is that's what his face looks like.
Well, I know that, but like, that's what his face. I know that's what his face looks like. So.
I do too. It's not the first time I've seen him in a film, as you know.
Right, but saying he looks like he's wearing prosthetics that emboldens me to envision that you've never seen what he looks like before.
That's fine that you were emboldened. It's just incorrect. And Udo Kier. And
yeah.
Shocker of the...
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember his
I don't remember what his
actual
name is. Yeah, something like...
Railsback.
Railsback.
Yeah. Who we know from a little film called Life Force.
Yeah. I was going crazy because he looked somewhat familiar in the face, but his voice was what was triggering me. I was like, I know his voice from something. I was like, his voice is what's doing it for me. Well, you know what I mean. And I was like, oh, and so I clicked, whatever. I clicked on his IMDb. I finally found him in the confusing.
Oh my God! Right?
Yeah. And I clicked on it, and I was like, ugh. I was like, sorry, my phone buzzed right as I. Sometimes.
But that was appropriate for.
Oh shit. Where you at? Where you at, Mama?
Flatterer.
So, I looked at his IMDb, and it was. I was like, "There's no way that like the first thing, like, anytime I see people's known for,
Yeah.
a lot of times that's not what I know them for."
Correct.
Like, even if I'm like, "Oh, I know this movie," I'm like, "That's not it. That's
Right.
not what I know." The first thing that popped up was Life Force, and I literally like put my hand over my mouth and was like, "Oh my God!" And Keith had to like pause the movie, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "Look at what."
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I was like so blown away that it's the dude from Life Force, because the role is just so different. I don't know. Like, it's just.
Is it though?
Oh, yes, because yeah.
Normally, I don't get emotional about my work, but vaporizing your springy ass is gonna be a real pleasure.
Wild.
I feel like his voice is like someone, I don't know how to say this. It's like someone injected a program of what a Texas accent is. Doesn't feel like a real accent.
Feels like a program. What a Texas. It feels like. See, I feel like it's more like someone. It's sort of the opposite. It sounds like someone from Texas thinks they're not speaking with an accent.
Oh, okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Right.
They're like, can you sound British? And they're like, I absolutely can. And you're like, Like, it's not quite, they like don't realize where their fucking Southern accent is. Yeah, Udo Kier, we both punched each other in the face over that one.
Sad because he's barely got anything to work with.
The wig, do you remember the wig?
Yes, I remember the wig.
And then
and his character's name is Curly.
Yes.
Did you catch that?
Who is bald. He's bald.
Yeah, just like the...
And he has a fly tattoo on his face.
Just a stooge. Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
I was like, I guess I just forgot he had a birthmark. Literally.
He has a birthmark.
Miss Wire's private secretary, Camille here, doesn't have you in her apartment book. And she can be very mean.
Yeah, I always get sad with Udo Kier because I feel like he's the one that got away for you. I feel like if you could have, you would have with him, and you.
Udo Kier's the one that got away from me for you.
No, I feel like I was so devastated for you when I was like, oh my God, poor Keith.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not necessarily, because I know we both feel about Martin Donovan very similarly, but I feel like he's a Martin Donovan for you, or was a Martin Donovan for you.
Yeah, again, I feel like you're...
Sorry.
I mean, I'll say this.
I'm being encouraging. I'm not telling you have to go have...
encouraged.
I know.
I don't think I entertain...
Celebrities?
The possibility of hooking up with men the way... that are celebrities, the way you seem to with Martin Donovan. Anyway.
It's just him, though, okay?
That's fine. Never mind all the things you say about John Lithgow. To my face.
I would climb him like a tree, but like he's 7 feet tall. Who wouldn't? If you're saying he wouldn't, you're a liar. He would be taller than me sitting down.
You sitting down is shorter than you standing up.
Him sitting down, you fucking dumb shit.
Ambiguous. You said taller than me sitting down.
I said he would be taller than me sitting down.
Yeah.
He.
He would be taller than me sitting down.
See, this is where in Shawnee it would be clear.
That's fine.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to make it clear.
I'm never going to defend English. It's the bullshit language.
That's fair.
It's the spelling rarely makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Grammatically inconsistent.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's also a bastard language of
Absolutely.
German and Romance languages, and with some random other shit thrown in there.
Yeah. Agree.
Makes sense that it's a colonizer language.
Yeah.
I guess.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway. Spanish is too, but it makes a lot more sense. More consistent. Anyway.
Fair.
All right. So this movie is about Dunking Genie. I didn't know it was based on a comic.
Neither did I.
Going in, like I said, I didn't know anything about it. This came out at a time where I would have felt...
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't. You would have been like, this isn't feminist.
Right. And...
Thank God I'm past that phase.
Yeah. I don't... Fuck women, you know?
Exactly.
They deserve what they get.
Fuck off.
Well, white women. You know. White. And I would have still been like this would have been if I'd known the movie was as sort of I don't want to say it's campy because it's not exactly.
Yeah. It's not campy so much as it
You could tell the source material is obviously self-aware.
I was going to say it understands what it is. It's not trying to be something that it's not. It's like actively like there is I'll say this. It's not campy, but there are elements of camp within.
Yeah, it's I guess what you would call postmodern.
I wouldn't call anything that.
I wouldn't call anything of this moment that, but I definitely would have used it in the 90s. It's not on the level of something like the Schumacher Batman films, you know.
Oh yeah, is that now? Here's a question: Is that camp,
right?
Or is that so? With that, because is that camp? And if it is it camp unintentionally?
I don't think it was unintentional. I think he was trying to capture.
Yeah, I know what he was. He was trying to capture like the Batman of old. Like I get that.
Yeah,
but
which was self-aware,
right?
camp.
Right. But it feel like I feel like the Val Kilmer one. I feel like is more along the lines of camp, but I feel like the George Clooney one is sillier.
See, I don't remember it by who plays the Batman. I remember who the villains are.
Tommy Lee Jones ex. Wait, shit. Now I'm getting lost. Wait, because I don't remember.
I mostly think of the Riddler one.
Yeah, that one's with Tommy Lee Jones, I think.
Who's he play? Is he Two-Face?
Two-Face, yeah. That one might... Oh, shit, I don't remember. See, the one with... Now I'm getting confused because I remember the one with Drew Barrymore is Drew Barrymore and Uma Thurman and Mr. Freeze. I think that one's really interesting.
That's the one that has Freeze and Poison Ivy and the third one. What?
Because that's who Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze and Uma Thurman is Poison Ivy. And the third one is
Drew Barrymore? Oh, okay.
I think.
I didn't remember. I just remember.
And that one's more interesting because I don't know. And now I'm getting confused. Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm just never mind. Just
and then
forget it.
And
forget it.
Forget it. Is Clooney the one with Robin? Where
They
add
both have Robin,
Oh.
I believe. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
and they're both Robins.
They both have Robin, but the Clooney one, I think, adds Alicia Silverstone.
Oh God, as who? Batgirl?
Yes.
Fucking A.
Yes.
He has the best villains.
I like the Batman because he has the best villain.
This thing happens when I try to do accents. Apparently, it's
Yeah.
really on the L's where I have like a stammer where the L's happen twice.
Okay.
Like when I said, "Hey Trump, you are familiar with this." Yeah. See what happens? A little wobble happens. They have the best villains.
Villain. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, I know oh my God. Immediately. Busting my balls.
I said okay because I was gonna say I don't really know how to like classify it, but I was just like, I guess, yeah, what you said is fine.
Thank you.
I wasn't arguing with you, and I wasn't gonna say anything.
You're trying to.
I wasn't.
You're trying to rename my reality.
I don't think I noticed is what I don't.
Because overall, so bad.
That's not the point. Barb Wire. Barb Wire. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this.
Oh boy, are
Xander Berkeley is
Oh,
in
and
this.
Tamura Morrison. You may know him as Jenga Fett.
Yeah.
That's how I know
Well,
him.
that's how Keith knows him. I think he's also in. Is he also in Whale Rider? He might be in that.
Oh, is he?
I think he might be in that. We need to watch that.
We do. I think I have it.
You do. He's also in The Matrix Revolutions and The Matrix. I can't remember. The 2 sequel, not the third good one, but the 2.
Reloaded.
Yeah, Reloaded and
Was it Revolutions?
Revolutions. Yeah,
I thought Revolutions was the
Resurrection is the
Resurrection.
new
Thank
one.
You.
That's
okay.
actually good.
Yeah.
People shit on it so much, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you can
and
eat my butt.
And it's to me, it's the same tale as if you hated the third or whichever.
Second,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
What was that one called?
Yeah.
The Last Jedi?
Yes. Last Jedi. That one was so good. And people are like, yeah, make this, but Bleepo from work, he was like, we went to see it together.
Right.
And I was talking about how, like, I don't know, like a couple days later, he like came to my cubicle and I was saying how I really liked it. And he's like, I did until I watched this YouTube video about how it was really actually bad. And now I hate the movie. And I was like, ugh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You should probably go back to
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not intentionally not avoiding talking about the movie. I just don't know what to say. There's the trivia, I wouldn't have put it together because I've never seen Casablanca. What? But it pointed out a lot of similarities. What?
That is such a fucking hilarious way to put it. See, I wouldn't have put this together because I've never seen it. So, of course, you wouldn't put it together if you've never
Oh, well, I mean, it's like, I don't know.
I'm just saying that phrasing of it was was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
God.
I just feel like it's one of those movies that you don't have to see potentially because you've,
Yeah.
like Citizen Kane or...
I don't know anything.
You don't
about
have to
Citizen
have
Kane.
seen Citizen Kane to know if someone says Rosebud, that it's a ref... Okay.
I have no idea.
Maybe I'm wrong.
So,
Apparently my autism is a slightly different flavor than yours.
I guess so. I thought we knew this. I thought we knew that our autism is almost identical, but it has very distinct differences when they're there.
They're siblings, not twins.
They're cousins, not sisters.
Sister cousin. New on Hulu.
What did you say?
New on Hulu. Sister cousins.
Oh, sister cousins. I didn't hear. I thought you said sisters. New on Hulu, and I was like, this isn't even a joke. Sisters.
Lots of people.
So some things that I enjoyed about it a lot that I think some things that I like similar to what you were saying, like if you'd have seen it at the time, you would have been like, oh, this is feminist or whatever.
Yeah.
Things that I think.
Oh, I didn't finish saying
that
Pamela Anderson in general would have been a confusing, like someone I would have been like, yeah.
For sure. Like this is something where.
And part of it is just all the, I'm sorry that I keep interrupting.
Well, it's your time to be a man.
Finally. It's my bar mitzvah.
Well, that's what the podcast is. It's a chance for you to act like a man.
I mean, it is a podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. A format for us by us. Yeah, she just part of it. All I'm saying is like there was so much, possibly to their credit, she and Tommy Lee were unavoidable in this time. Like you couldn't. So anyway, some of it wasn't her fault. Some of it, I'm sure it was smart, media savvy, potentially. I don't know. But they were just fucking everywhere, and and she sort of occupied in my mind. I'm not saying they looked the same or that I confused them visually. Ashley Nicole Smith. Is that her name?
Ashley Nicole Smith?
No, that's not who I
Anna
mean.
Nicole Smith.
Anna. Thank you.
First of all, I thought you said Ashley and Nicole. So I was like, are these sisters of some kind? Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah, Anna Nicole Smith was like the plus size Pamela Anderson, sort of. Also, without much going on. But, yeah, like I think it's one of those things where like you realize sort of I hate when I turn into a teenage boy mom. What the thing about Pamela Anderson? You like looking back, like in the 90s. Obviously, I was like 11, 12 years old when this came out. So like I wasn't doing much critical thinking, but like you look back at stuff and you're like, oh, she knew. Like she was aware. Yeah, right. She wasn't stupid. Yeah. And like the way that like you sort of, in like it's a thing that you realize like it's wild how the more sexual a woman appears, like the more like male gazy a woman appears, the less autonomy and intelligence she's given by most people. Yeah. A lot of times women as well. Yeah. Love to be like, well, a woman would only have fake boobs and blonde hair if she was really dumb and wasn't able to like think for herself. So it's the only way that she can get around in life is by having boobs and blonde hair. Right. When in reality, a lot of people who have boobs and blonde hair have to have a lifestyle in order to upkeep that. So you have to have some sort of intelligence
Talk to Dolly Parton about that.
Right. To be able to curate a life where that is possible. So like you realize that like a lot of these like sort of like insinuations of a lack of intelligence, like they're insecurity based, like they're based in other people's insecurities and other people's fear of that becoming like, I will never be that. Right. So I have to tear it down. And then, when you look back at the 90s and you see that she's like not a fucking idiot. And also she like quite legitimately carries this entire film and does it very well considering that she had the persona of being like a dumb blonde beach bimbo. And like you're watching this movie and you're like, she knows what the fuck she's doing. She trained.
Right.
There's a lot of like jokey stuff in it, like where she breaks a nail after she has this huge fucking like gunfight and like fisticuffs with these two dudes, and like she does all this stuff, but there's like stuff in it that I think is really fun, because I think it, like, you'll see stuff like this in things like comics and cartoons, but like they don't always play into it in movies, because I don't know, but like she changes outfits constantly.
Yeah.
But doesn't just have a different outfit on. She actively changes outfits. Like she will change.
You
in
watch
front
her
of,
change.
like, she'll like go behind a fucking like
Screen.
screen, and then she'll be changing her clothes. She, every time there's a new sort of scene.
Yeah.
And it's not like, not just to say like a new day, or like you cut and you go to it. It's like if she's doing something and she's like, oh, I have to do something else.
Right.
She'll change her
That's a good
outfit,
point.
go do that. And then when she's done with that, she'll change her outfit again. Like she has, I think it's like the first night she has like 5 different outfit changes. And like, and it's in the span of just like a couple hours,
right,
seemingly. And she just changes her outfit constantly. And it's like, to me, stuff like that, I was like, oh, this is really fun, because they're acknowledging that like this is like something that happens in comics, or this is something that sort of happens, but there's no explanation to it. But they're just showing that she's actively changing. And I'm like, I love this concept, because like, yeah, if you could, you would. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this stuff is like, yeah, why wouldn't you change your outfit 15 times in a night if you wanted to? Like there's no, and sort of like she's never punished for being neutral in this, like she's not punished, and she does play both sides. And I think it's like a very interesting thing that like I don't think someone who wasn't Pamela Anderson could have necessarily pulled off, especially I'm saying in this time period. Being so, like a female action hero who can play both sides and doesn't have to apologize for that. And like ultimately the only reason she like helps them out is because she's going to avenge her brother. And that's the only reason she's like, okay, I'm picking your side because this side fucked me over bad enough to where I'm going to like.
Yeah.
And she like double crosses people. She doesn't give a shit. But she doesn't get punished for that. And she doesn't have to make excuses for it. And it's something that like I feel like there would be too much fear about a woman action hero in this time period, that they would need to make her either puritanical, or they would just like not like have much. They wouldn't want her to be like she's just allowed so much sexual and physical autonomy in this, despite the fact that she is pretty much coming into this role as purely like a sex symbol. She's a pair of tits, and that's what and she's given still so much autonomy as a character. She doesn't, the movie doesn't end with her getting a love interest.
Right.
The movie doesn't end with her like deciding that she's gonna like change her ways. She's basically like gonna go back and do the same fucking shit she was doing. She's just like, she's got like Xander Berkeley has like also like, there's stuff that's like going on where you're like, this could be a sequel. There's all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like that they could do with this. And you don't really know, like they leave it with like so much that like it's so fucking like, yeah, there's just like no.
I would actually watch it again because
Yeah.
the plot is so. I mean, it's not super complicated, but
It's not a complicated plot, but the way that they deliver the plot points is so like they basically give you a ton of action, and then they'll have like a 10-minute period of dialogue where all the plot points are given in that 10-minute period, and they're telling you everybody's like backstory, life story, what they're going to do from here on out, how this, and then it goes to a bunch of action, a bunch of like like filler plot lines, like stuff like boobs and things and shit and blowing up and whatever, and then it'll have like a 5-minute period of like exposition where you're filling everything in. You're like, what? And so like a lot of it gets said, and you're like, what the fuck? Plus the dialogue was like the way that dialogue was recorded was insane because it took us probably maybe half the movie to be able to like get a volume level to where we could actually hear what people were saying, because it wasn't even like the explosions were louder than the dialogue. It was just like there was no
Bloody?
like the way they were talking was like everyone's just talking really fast and everyone's and you're like, what are they saying? Whispering at one point and then like talking at full volume, and then someone would be talking and then someone else would be talking over them. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Again, it's not that I can't hear.
Again.
Yeah, that was, and I'm not saying it's definitely got some.
It's not a perfect movie.
Not at all, but it's definitely got some weird editing choices and like.
Absolutely.
There's the title card or whatever, or the thing where we get the exposition about is 2017.
Yeah, there's a
and
Civil
then
War.
Barb Wire does a voiceover where she says the exact same stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
what is this?
2
Dune?
minutes later.
What is this? The director's cut of Dune
or Blade Runner.
Yeah. Also, I like she has.
It was we did watch the quote unrated version. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. She does do voiceover. Yeah, that. But she does do voiceover in like random parts throughout the movie, and it's usually just in my personal opinion. It is to explain what isn't able to be shown, and it's done in the way that you're not supposed to do voiceover, where you're like explaining where you're explaining what isn't. But even despite that, like the movie's like not bad.
No,
it like like a lot of the stuff is
I feel it's as cohesive as something like Blade.
Oh my God, right. But it has that sort of like cadence. No, it has that feeling of like a movie like that where you're like, oh, this is very self-aware, and this is doing, it knows what it is. It's not like, oh, we're going to make Pam Anderson.
Well, I think it's very ambitious. You know?
It is. Right.
And I mean that as a compliment. You know, I
don't yeah. And like it does a great.
It kind of bombed and basically spelled the end of the comic book.
Yeah. Like that's, I mean, I believe it, but like, it's wild how much, especially for this time period, all comic movies were like this.
Yeah,
you're not gonna like watch fucking Tank Girl and tell me it's not the fucking same ass kind of shit.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great film.
That's what I hear. How could it not be with Lori Petty?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I wanted to see.
We just got to her episode of Voyager and we're both like, oh god, fuck.
Yeah.
No offense, girl. I think she also turned Christian too, so that's that's
Lurkahin. Zenik Lurka. Doroktorta. Mais. Bembukaya.
Unrated version is slightly longer, where Pamela Anderson Lee is partially topless during the opening credits.
Wait, what did you say?
Unrated version is slightly longer, where Pamela Anderson Lee is partially topless during the opening credits.
Which is
several. This is alternate versions.
Yeah.
Oh, several of the partially topless scenes are taken from the quote "sexy outtakes" extra and re-edited into opening credits.
Here's how I could tell that. Because the credits basically stop happening,
right,
and just boobs. It's all boobs and water.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they edited this in because like it's very clear that like this scene was like skirting around like just being like full boobs at first. It was trying to like it'll show you, but not. And then suddenly it just starts being all boob, and there's no credits happening. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is how it got longer.
Yeah, I was thinking before we started recording, there was no sex scenes in this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of great.
That's the thing that I'm saying. Like, there's a lot in this movie where it's like, and like her boobs are like in it a lot, but like, it's not even like. First of all, the opening scene with getting sprayed with water and her boobs being out was her idea.
Right. Based on a nightmare.
Yeah.
She had.
Yeah, and she was like saying like she thought it would be good. Like a lot, the tub scene.
Yeah.
Her idea. That was hers too.
Right. Did you see the?
Yeah, I mean, some of it I was like, I don't really understand, like how it happened. Like she wanted to be in this kind of tub, so she wanted to do a scene. I don't really know.
Which is clear is the point.
And I don't know how they couldn't just get a tub.
Right.
And
I don't understand how it was easier to use an aquarium.
Exactly. And then
so I don't know. That might be
I don't really.
That might be apocryphal.
Yeah. It was very. I was like, what? And they like ended up killing a bunch of marine life because they contaminated it with bubble. What? No idea. I don't understand. Anyway,
I don't either.
Spent almost $500,000 just on the costs of the, killing a bunch of fucking turtles or whatever. What? Anyway. So yeah. But like a lot of because I feel like, I don't know how to say this in a way that's like, she is like Pamela Anderson herself at the time was seen as such a sex symbol and which I'm not saying isn't true or like, things have changed or anything. I'm just saying like, it was like there wasn't a focus on her being sexualized.
Yeah.
Other than existing on that. Like, she's not really doing it. She's not having sex. Like in the first scene, she's like her boobs are out and she's getting sprayed with water. And when a guy gets to like a guy starts being annoying, she kills him.
Yeah.
And there's no consequences for it. She just then goes about her business. And like, it's like there's a level of autonomy in it that is very shocking that I wasn't expecting for how
for sure
sexualized she was as a person at the time. And it's something that like I think that a lot of people like misuse and misunderstand about like sexualized, like people who do that as a career, that it's like there is an aspect of fun to it and an aspect of like frivolity that you can have when you do shit like this, and you don't feel like that shame or that like need to like, oh, I don't want to show anyone my body, I don't want to show any, like, there's a level of just like silliness that you can have when you don't let those sort of thoughts like take over, that it feels like this movie has.
Right.
How's the crowd, honey? Wet.
Quel est le prochain spectaculaire? Je vous vois.
Come again. She's Chinese.
Where it's like she's showing her body, but she's not doing anything. Like, she has fake boobs. So, and she'll like wear a corset or whatever. But like
17-inch waist.
but like it's not how do I put this? I don't know how to say it the way that it's like she's not actively doing things for a male audience, because a lot of times she'll change clothes and then she's like doing a little mission. She changes clothes and she's just lounging in her office. She changes clothes and she's just, or she's like in the bath. She's doing, it's not something that she's doing specifically for a man at any point.
Yeah, I mean
and like, I'm saying specifically, I'm not saying that like the male gaze doesn't enter the picture. Okay. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like her as a character.
Yes, right.
Her character arcs aren't like, oh, I have to stop being a stripper, or like, oh, I have to get a better lifestyle. She's like, I was in the army, I got fucked over, I chose to leave that lifestyle, and now I run a bar that is a neutral area where no one's allowed. Like, they have weapons checks where like no one's allowed to come in.
Katrine's.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very like, she's a very autonomous character that is not being asked to choose between men.
Yeah.
She's not being asked to choose a lifestyle that's like better. She's not being given there's no ultimatums I mean, there are ultimatums, but I mean like for her as a character.
Right.
Like, there's not like, you either, you know, like they destroy her fucking bar. They do things that are like, and she's not sexually violated.
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
Which is also something.
It's never even really challenged.
Well, but it's like there's no threat of it.
Right.
It's not like if you don't do what I say, she's a complete autonomous character, and you never fucking see that in so many movies. If a woman is at this point, it's like, well, you don't know what happened to me, and it's like, oh, well, here's, you know, a woman being punished for being like, even the scene where she's like picking up a guy to like do a fucking, like, to do a bounty run or whatever. He's like, I like it rough. And she's like, me too. And then they go back to her place, and it's
his place. Isn't it?
Yeah, sorry. Yes. They go back to his place, and it's like, he's basically asking to get like paddled. So like, even that like thing is like, you know, at no point is she ever like being asked to give in to a man to be able to, she's not asked to be smaller or weaker. Like, even when she's like picking up a guy, the roughness that she's being is against him. You know, like there's no there, you know, I don't know. There was just like ways about it that I was like, oh, okay, this is a very like I'm like kind of curious about like the trivia said something like she backed out of another movie to do this one because she didn't want to do the sex scenes in it. And then it was like, but she ended up doing a different movie with even more explicit sex scenes or whatever. And I'm like, right, but that doesn't matter. I mean, she might have still wanted to do this movie because it didn't have sex scenes.
Right. Well, apparently she accepted it without even reading the script.
Nice. But I mean, even so, like, I mean, I'm just curious, like, what her input was with the character and like clothing and like all the stuff that they do, because she did, you know, the scenes that she did pick or the scenes that she did like want to do were scenes seemingly that had her being nude. That I'm very curious, like what her input was like in the movie. Yeah. Like overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a lot to the movie that's like, it's way more. I thought it was just going to be her like being a stripper by night and like, you know, said, you know, but I know how to use a gun or something like that, you know, but that's not what's happening here. And it was a very interesting, wild ride.
I don't know if I said this already, but I would watch it again because it's fairly dense.
Yeah, we were talking
In
about
certain
the
ways.
plot points being like
Yeah.
so confusing and so
Yeah.
like not so much what they are, but like how they're delivered. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
right.
I think that it's like AIDS, but it's different.
Oh my God, yeah. I forgot about it. Again, I
You
forgot
keep
about
forgetting
I
about
keep forgetting about Red Ribbon.
so red ribbon.
Now, I was directly but unknowingly involved in a globally catastrophic project, an HIV derivative known as Red Ribbon. It can kill you in 12 hours. When I learned that Topeka, Kansas was a lab experiment, and that the Congressionals planned to unleash Red Ribbon on the entire Free Territories, I defected to the resistance.
It does do the thing of like, we only know the quote constitutionalists are bad because they dress like Nazis, and
Yeah.
Carlson from Life Force does tortures a bikini area.
Not just the bikini area.
No,
I would say the whole area.
you know she was actually nude for that scene.
Also, like what? She wasn't. Because she's like but,
Covered.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Also, Source.
Yeah. Would you recommend?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, same.
If you were like me and hadn't seen this for reasons, check it out.
Yeah. Also, if you like 90s action movies, this is not going to
And
be...
it fits better in this month than I was afraid it might. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might not.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it like this is definitely like if you're a fan of like fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, if you like watching those, like this isn't
Well, I don't know. I can't speak to that yet.
well, that's fair. Well, what I'm trying to say is like action movies
Yeah.
weren't based on how realistic and like believable they were so much as like how much action they had and how good the scenes were. Like there's so many exploding cars. There's so much explosion.
Some good explosions in this.
There's
I was already on board, but then we get to the escape from Steel Harbor. Is that what it's called?
yeah.
Sequence at the end, and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit!
Yeah.
They really were holding some stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
back, so that was nice
Yeah.
because it's a pretty steady pace of action.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the fight scene between Barb and Prizer, I think is his name.
Yeah.
The Life Force guy.
Yeah.
I liked it in concept, but the way it was shot, didn't do anything for me.
I didn't mind. I thought all that was really fun. I don't know. I didn't dislike it. I was confused as to why you were so like.
Well, at first I was
Opposed.
annoyed by how it was cutting back and forth between that fight and the one with, who is it? It's Axel and somebody? Is that who it is?
It's who's Axel?
Tamara Morrison.
Yeah, yeah. It's him and another.
Yeah. But then I was
Fourth Reich.
I didn't like. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I just didn't like how it was shot. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I was too tipsy by then.
Yeah, maybe.
I was imbibing, so
Yeah.
maybe I was just maybe
Yeah,
the
maybe.
motion itself. Was,
Yeah, because I sort of liked that because I
Okay.
was like, I don't think either one of the fight scenes they probably did that because both of them weren't like that,
Yeah, by themselves.
weren't that standalone, you know? And like also like emphasizing that like she was in a situation, like they were not able to help each other in that,
Right.
you know? And it made it more obvious. Like just having one and then the other wasn't going to make it as obvious that they, and like he's like in that fight scene and he knows that she's in that fight scene. So like, or she's down there helpless. So he's trying to get like in control of it so that he can end up helping her.
Oh yeah, right.
So it creates like a sense of
Yeah,
urgency
yeah.
for him that I think,
Well, yeah, I wasn't. Whatever it was that was bothering me about it was just technical, not like storyline. You know,
oh yeah, I'm just saying the way I don't know of a
it's
different
a
way
good-
they could have done that to give that urgency, sort of.
yeah. I think my perception was that they were trying to do sort of a match on action kind of editing.
Oh,
where, like,
that's not how
he kicks and then it cuts to
Oh.
who she's fighting getting hit.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's yeah. I didn't read it like that at all.
Maybe I was too far gone.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Maybe.
that's what was. And only in the beginning of it when it first started.
Yeah.
And then I was just annoyed by that. I'm just usually not a fan, I think, of. I said this. There's a scene like this in Cherry 3000 where the car is picked up by the magnet and there's.
Yeah. That's fine.
That never does anything for me. I don't know why.
That's fine.
No, I'm just acknowledging it.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
fine.
don't tell me it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine that you feel that way. It's fine that you feel that it's fine that you have to tear a woman down just because you prefer.
Apparently, she did some of her own stunts, including some of that shit, even though she had a fear of heights.
Wow.
Which I don't know how you can be on something like that and not be afraid. So,
yeah,
is that technically a fear of heights, or is it just common sense?
I know, that's how I feel too. I'm like, people be like, "Oh, I'm afraid of heights," and I'm like, "Are you, or are you just aware?"
Yeah.
Of heights, you know, like.
Or just aware of your mortality, that you could fall to your death.
Yeah, because I feel like some of it is just what happens if you're not afraid of heights? That's more terrifying to me.
That seems more of a pathology than...
Yeah, right? That's how I feel. You know, a fear of heights seems like your little, your perineum gland or whatever in your head is activated correctly.
Perineum gland?
What is that?
Perineal?
Yeah. And I'm just saying that because that's what everybody... Anytime there's like anything science fiction, it's always like
yeah, it is.
Pineal gland.
Even though in From Beyond he grows the little thing from here, it's actually at the base of the brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Also.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what. Oh shit! What is it? Is that? Oh my god! What is it? It's not relic, but it's something. Maybe it is From Beyond, where like that's what they're eating is the. They don't.
Oh yeah, that's why they're eating brains.
Yeah, but it's specifically that.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess.
What a movie.
Yeah.
From Beyond was.
So yeah, I think it's good.
This one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were threatening. So I was like, whatever. Whatever you say.
Wow.
Not a threat. Not a literal threat.
Just, I love that that's your response.
Well, I don't know if you know this.
I met the boy the other day. He got Barb Wire in his underpants. Oh, mama! Yeah! Oh, mama! I got a brick in my butt. I lick him hard up on his head. Oh, mama! Hey, mama!
It was ambiguous.